Hello and welcome back to our children's virtual program, Book Tasting. Our new book for this evening is called Once Upon a Tim. Once upon a time, there was a peasant named Tim. Yes, you heard that right. This is the story of a boy who wanted more out of life than to grow up to be a peasant like his parents, and all his other ancestors as well. Even if that means making a treacherous journey filled with dangerous beasts, angry ogres, and very devious humans. Until now, the only path to success in the kingdom of Wyld is to be born a prince. But there's never been a hero like Tim before. Okay, so as always, I will be reading the first few pages. Once upon a time, there was a prince who was revered throughout the land for being exceptionally brave, who was known far and wide for his cool and calm presence in the face of grave danger, and who was beloved and adored by all the people of his kingdom. This is not his story. I'm Tim. Come in a little closer so you can have a better look at me. You know how? Whenever you see a movie or read a story set in olden times, it's almost always about a dashing prince or a beautiful princess, and you're supposed to get all wrapped up in their troubles. Well, there are lots of other people who aren't princes or princesses, and trust me, we have way more problems than the rich folks do. We're called peasants, and being a peasant stinks. To start with, we're all really, really poor. See those clothes I'm wearing? Those are the only clothes I own. I've been wearing the same outfit for 2 years, and it was a hand-me-down from a cousin who wore it for 2 years before me. All the princes and princesses live in castles with hundreds of rooms. I live in a hut. You might be thinking to yourself, gosh, that looks awfully small, but it looks pretty cozy. Well, it's not. For example, look at the windows. Oh, that's right, you can't, because there aren't any windows. Peasants can't afford fancy stuff like glass, which means that any animal that wants to get into your house can do it. Flies, lice, raccoons, muskrats, wild boars, the occasional dragon. While I'm on the subject, here are a few other things we don't have. Air conditioning, heaters, refrigerators, televisions, internet, bathroom. Yes, you heard that right. We don't have bathrooms, no showers, no sinks, no toilet. Yes, you heard that right. We don't have bathrooms, no showers, no sinks, no toilets. But the worst part of being a peasant isn't really what we don't have. It's what we can't do. See, there's only one way to become a prince or princess. You're born into it. That's it. No one can apply for a job as a royal family member. If you're a peasant boy like me, you basically have one option. My parents were peasants, so were their parents, and their parents before them, and so on and so on and so on, going all the way back as far as anyone can remember. There's nothing you can do about it. Almost. It turns out there is one way a peasant can change his lot in life. It isn't easy though. In fact, it's extremely dangerous, ridiculously, terribly, insanely dangerous. But if you're smart, brave, confident, trustworthy, honest, and if you don't die in the process, then you might be able to pull it off. I was willing to give it a shot, because like I said, being a peasant stinks. Okay, I'll admit, some people are content with peasantry, like my parents and all my aunts and uncles, and all my distant cousins, and most of my neighbors, but it just wasn't for me. So, this is the story of how I took that shot, and how it led to the greatest adventure of my young life, along with plenty of danger and peril and treachery and doom. It's a good story though, I promise, and there are some awesome pictures too. So settle down, get cozy, maybe make a quick stop to the bathroom with your flush toilet, you lucky duck, and I'll tell it to you right now. Alrighty, so I am ending it there. If you are interested in Once Upon a Tim, it is available inside the children's collection. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week for a new book.